The clouds over Syria were thick that morning, but something massive and unmistakable cut through the sky. With a pointed nose like a spear and a cockpit shaped like a fighter jet's command bridge, the Sukhoi Su-34 didn't just arrive, it announced itself. NATO pilots call it a flying tank, and for good reason. Armored, heavily armed, and battle-hardened, this Russian warbird is built to survive where others would fall. But its story begins far before those war zones. Back in the 1980s, the Soviet Union knew its bomber fleet was aging fast. The Cold War demanded speed, range, and survivability, and the Su-34's ancestors were fast but vulnerable. Engineers at Sukhoi envisioned something different. A fighter bomber that could fly low under radar, carry a devastating payload, and still dogfight if it had to. It would be the hammer and shield of Russian air power, replacing the vulnerable Su-24 with a machine that could take hits and keep flying. From blueprints to prototypes and eventually to frontline deployment, the Su-34 became more than just another aircraft. It became a statement. Its armored cockpit, side-by-side seating, and massive range made it unlike anything in NATO's arsenal. But the real reason it terrifies adversaries? It's not afraid to fly straight into danger, drop its payload, and fight its way back out. This is the untold story of the Su-34, the fighter bomber built for a world on the edge of war. The Su-34's origins trace back to the late 1980s, when the Soviet Air Force needed a bomber that could survive in a battlefield saturated with advanced air defenses. The aging Su-24 Fencer lacked the speed and agility to compete with NATO threats. Sukhoi engineers began designing a platform that could combine the payload of a bomber with the maneuverability of a fighter, something no other nation had truly mastered. Development faced chaos as the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991. Funding was scarce, but the design team refused to abandon their vision. Early prototypes, designated Su-27IB, tested a unique side-by-side cockpit layout for better crew communication and survivability. Armor plating was added to protect against ground fire, giving birth to its nickname, Flying Tank. It would be years before this formidable machine would see its first combat mission. By the early 2000s, the Su-34 entered active service, immediately standing out for its ability to operate at both high and low altitudes. Its range exceeded most fighter bombers, and with in-flight refueling, it could strike targets thousands of kilometers away. Its advanced avionics and precision-guided munitions allowed it to hit with pinpoint accuracy, making it a versatile tool for both deep strikes and tactical battlefield support. The Su-34 proved its worth in the 2008 Russo-Georgian War, delivering devastating strikes with minimal losses. However, it was in the Syrian civil war where the aircraft truly earned its reputation. Conducting long-range bombing runs against fortified positions, it flew with an escort of fighters but often didn't need them. Its speed, armor, and defensive systems allowed it to evade or survive enemy attacks that would cripple lesser aircraft. Today, the Su-34 remains a backbone of Russian tactical aviation. Constant upgrades keep it relevant. Improved radars, electronic warfare suites, and expanded weapons compatibility ensure it can face modern threats. Loved by its crews for comfort and protection, feared by adversaries for its resilience and firepower, the Su-34 stands as a rare breed, a fighter bomber that can both take a beating and deliver one, all while rewriting the rules of aerial warfare. From its Cold War conception to its battlefield dominance, the Sukhoi Su-34 has proven it's more than just an aircraft. It's a symbol of resilience, power, and precision. Built to survive the deadliest skies, it carries the legacy of Soviet engineering into the modern era, where every mission is a test of skill and steel. If you've enjoyed uncovering the story of this flying tank, don't let the journey end here. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. What's the most impressive feature of the Su-34 to you? Stay tuned for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating military aircraft. The skies have many stories left to tell.